Most people know Marcus Aurelius as the Roman emperor and the author of Meditations. But what makes his work so timeless isn't just that he ruled one of the greatest empires in history. It's that he did it while training himself to live with clarity, discipline, and inner peace. His teachings aren't just ancient wisdom, they're practical habits anyone can use right now to live a more focused and meaningful life. So in this video, we're diving into 5 Stoic habits from Marcus Aurelius that can seriously change your life if you're willing to practice them. Let's start with one of the most powerful ones. 1. Focusing only on what's in your control. One of the most repeated themes in Meditations is the idea of control. Marcus constantly reminded himself that the only things within our control are our thoughts and actions. Everything else, whether it's other people's opinions, the weather, our reputation, or even the outcome of our efforts, is out of our hands. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Most of our anxiety, frustration, and stress come from trying to control things we simply can't. We try to control what people think of us. We try to control how things turn out. We even try to control time. And every time life doesn't cooperate, we suffer. Marcus's solution was simple but powerful. Focus only on your actions. Do the right thing for the right reasons. Let go of the results. This one habit alone can change your whole life. It shifts your energy from obsessing over outcomes to mastering your responses. It keeps you grounded in the present moment, and it teaches you to stop wasting energy on things that don't belong to you. 2. Practicing memento mori. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that death was never far away, but he didn't do this to feel depressed or hopeless. He did it to stay focused and fully alive. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Memento mori means remember that you will die. For the Stoics, this wasn't morbid. It was a way to cut through distractions and get serious about what matters. How many of us waste time scrolling endlessly, putting off what's important, or holding on to grudges? When you remember that time is limited, you stop waiting. You stop pretending that you've got forever. You become more intentional with your choices and more present with the people you love. Marcus believed that keeping death in mind was the fastest way to live well. It puts everything into perspective. The little things that used to bother you start to feel small, and the important things, like your values and your purpose, come into sharp focus. You don't have to live in fear, but you do need to remember that life isn't guaranteed. That's how you learn to live with urgency and gratitude. 3. Living according to nature, reason, and virtue. When Marcus talks about living according to nature, he doesn't mean running barefoot through the woods. He means living in harmony with your nature as a human being. And for Marcus, that means using your reason, doing your duty, and practicing virtue. He believed that every person has a role to play, not one based on ego or ambition, but on service and contribution. He wrote, "Just that you do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter." Living according to nature means doing what's right, even when it's hard. It means thinking clearly, acting with integrity, and treating others with justice and compassion. It means aligning your behavior with your values, not your impulses. This habit is about choosing a path of inner excellence, not outer success. It's not about being perfect. It's about becoming the kind of person you admire, one decision at a time. You don't need to be a philosopher to live this way. You just need to pay attention to what you know is right. That alone can separate you from the crowd. 4. Practicing voluntary discomfort. Marcus didn't believe in always choosing the easy path. He trained himself to embrace discomfort on purpose because he knew that comfort is addictive, and addiction to ease makes us weak. In one of the most quoted passages from Meditations, he writes about the struggle of getting out of bed in the morning. He says, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I have to go to work as a human being.' Or is this what I was created for? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm? That's voluntary discomfort. Choosing the harder thing when it's the right thing. Getting up early, taking cold showers, saying no to instant gratification, working when you don't feel like it, facing awkward conversations instead of avoiding them. Marcus believed that discipline leads to freedom, and that freedom doesn't come from making life easier. It comes from getting stronger. When you practice voluntary discomfort, you stop being ruled by your emotions. You start living by choice, not by default. You prove to yourself that you're capable of doing hard things, and that confidence stays with you in every area of life. 5. Seeing setbacks as opportunities. Marcus faced war, betrayal, illness, and the death of his children. Yet he never gave in to bitterness or despair. Instead, he learned to see every obstacle as a chance to grow. He famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." That mindset changes everything. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you start asking, "How can I use this?" Every setback becomes a teacher. Every difficulty becomes a tool for self-improvement. If you get rejected, you learn resilience. If you fail, you learn how to adjust. If someone betrays you, you learn how to set better boundaries. Even illness or loss can reveal what really matters and help you deepen your character. Marcus believed that life doesn't owe us comfort or fairness, but it always offers us a choice. We can complain or we can transform. The challenge itself becomes the path forward. When you make this a habit, you become almost unshakable. You stop seeing yourself as a victim and start seeing yourself as the kind of person who grows through everything. Marcus Aurelius wasn't just writing to feel better, he was writing to become better. And through his habits, we get a glimpse of what it means to live with strength, wisdom, and peace of mind. If you can focus only on what's in your control, you'll save yourself from endless frustration. If you practice memento mori, you'll stop wasting time and start living with urgency. If you live according to nature, you'll build a life based on virtue, not ego. If you embrace voluntary discomfort, you'll become mentally tougher and more disciplined. And if you see setbacks as opportunities, you'll turn every challenge into a stepping stone. These aren't just ideas, they're daily practices, and over time, they shape you into someone capable of handling anything life throws at you. If you got some value out of this video, how about you smash the like button, as well as subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we upload more videos. Hey, while you're at it, why not share and also leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of these 5 habits from Marcus Aurelius. Just so you know, on the top left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a video that I believe you might like. Below that is a video YouTube thinks you might like. And if you look on the right side of the screen, you'll see an image of my head. Now, if you click on that, you'll be able to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.